I have a question from this lady. You just correct me if, in case I understood wrong. You said that men are more clever than women. Have I heard it correctly?
Exactly.
Okay. How you can prove that?
They have very big, difficult medical things. When take this two part of brain and show the logical way. For example, if man play chess, he can play 10 steps. They make the same experiment with women, can be maximum 5. Her brain not have deepest level which have men. It's approved. It's approved. If you're interested, find it in
clever,
Google.
It means IQ.
It's man IQ. It's man how deep he can make. If you take all statistic, women we cook every day, but chefs it's always men. Women can be nurse, but the biggest men who make operation it's men. Women can help and manage things, but owner of business it's men. If you open Forbes, because I make big research in my life, and I have academic to high education of psychology, clinical and medical psychology, and I work in hospital, and I have experience about this. And yes, I can say with absolutely numbers. If you need, you can check on Google. Yes, men clever, men stronger. Also try to check in tennis. Men can faster
because they have
in all men. He's bigger. We cannot. We cannot.
This lady in the red is. The lady in the red is actually nailing it. I mean, and it's a shame that women like the one in the red get suppressed, canceled, because she's actually saying common sense. I worked with fashion models in New York for about 10 years. I was a nightclub promoter. And Pearl and I were talking about this, where the Eastern European models and comparing them to the Brazilian models. And the Eastern European ones were way more traditional, submissive, and they respected the man. They didn't give a shit maybe how he looked. Brazilian ones might have loved it. They had fun, Playboy. But the Eastern European women, they had a standard of expectations of what they wanted from a man. They wanted a strong man. They placed that higher as a life partner. But then they were willing to give that in return. The problem is when women want all of X, Y, and Z, but when it suits them, but then they also want X, Y, and Z when they want their cake and they eat it too, man. It can't work that way. It doesn't work that way.